It may have delayed the gates from opening at Jazz Fest, but it certainly did not stop people from flocking to the fairgrounds.
Well, that's where we find our Meg Ferris. And Meg, it's definitely hot out there, and you have the hat for it.
Absolutely. Katie and Charisse, when the news director assigned this very, very difficult, painful assignment to me today, the first thing he said was, get your shrimp boots out. And I did, because we were thinking we were going to come here and see the people all muddied up in the hay on the ground because it was wet. But Chris is right. The sun came out so hot that you really didn't need that. You needed the umbrellas to keep the heat away. So take a look. To boot or not to boot? That is the question. And it was one that had this married couple on opposite sides of the debate.
I think I won out with the boots.
And?
No way. Flip-flops, right choice.
I've been coming to this track since I was 5 years old, so I know there's a lot of horses running around here, so boots on.
This is a perfect way to have a relationship. You let each other do your own thing, or his or her own thing.
I mean, we do have a perfect relationship.
She's right. She's right.
These Covington girls moving their feet to Big Frida also could not agree on footwear.
Where's the photographer? There
We heard wear mud boots.
Prepare for muddy weather.
Except
for our friend Molly.
Molly, what'd you hear?
I heard the sun was coming out.
It's your birthday, so.
Happy birthday. Okay, so you are a glass half full, and y'all are a glass half empty.
Yeah, we're just
100%.
prepared.
Yeah.
We're prepared. She's not.
Sure, there were some wet spots, but the sun was so blazing hot that it dried up much of the soaked ground. It was so hot, some girls even went topless. The people who did keep their boots on say there was an advantage.
But you know, it's not a bad thing because I can hop, I can puddle hop, I can walk through the mud. You know, it's freer.
Usually it gets pretty sloppy after it rains, but this year it's a lot less sloppy.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's not too
So
bad.
that wouldn't have kept you from coming?
No,
Never in the past has it done that.
no.
This morning, were you worried that it was going to really mess things up?
I don't worry this year. This year, God's on our side. So, so God's on our side. He's making the weather right, and it's going to be a perfect Jazz Fest.
Well, the horses run all over the mud, and I don't want the mud getting all over my skin. So I will dance, but not if it's going to splatter on my skin.
But no matter what your choice, the two top issues at the medical tent were overheating and the agony of defeat.
It's like, I'm gonna wear these shoes, so.
Look how tiny your feet.
And yes, blisters was one of the top two problems here today at the medical tent. Now, this morning, Stephen Melanson, our assignment manager, was teasing me, trying to guess what color WWL visor I was going to wear, but I got to tell you, you need the big hat or the big golf umbrella, and you need lots of sunscreen because Chris told me it's going to be sunny all weekend long, and it is hot out here. Reporting live on this extremely difficult story, Meg Ferris, Eyewitness News from the Jazz Fest. Back to you, ladies.
I mean, Meg, I want to feel sorry for you, but I just don't. I am so jealous. I expect some crawfish bread back here in the studio before you leave. You need to pick it up, please.
Yeah, well, our camera woman, Whitney, boy, she had a really good lunch.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, thank you, Meg, for that report. And there are a couple changes that we need to tell you about to the weekend schedule. Willie Nelson had to cancel his Sunday performance because one of his band members has COVID and no replacement has been named for him yet. And while Melissa Etheridge canceled her performance tomorrow, Mavis Staples will take her place. Other headliners for tomorrow include Stevie Nicks and Erykah Badu.